can't believe you're doing this. If it brings you joy, then I want you to do it, right?
I sure did. I went into my surgery this morning. I went into the operating room. I had my little gown on. I had my little cheeks out. I had my compression socks on. I had a hairnet on. I had taken a pee sample. I had my IV in my arm. The good juices were flowing right through me. I was feeling hot and steady and ready. Oh my God, I'm gonna fall asleep for 2 hours. I'm gonna wake up with my dreams coming to fruition.
Oh my God, you're getting boob implants?
Yeah.
What?
Morgan.
Baby ones, baby, microscopic. Listen.
It's still going under the needle.
I, yet again, got finessed, railed upside down, inside out by yet another man.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Okay, quiet on the set. January, take one. We're calm, we're collected. 2026, new year. You already know what time it is. Cue confetti, new bombas. Hear ye, hear ye. We're revamping, we're rebranding, we're reevaluating everything in our life. My personal favorite tradition at the top of every single new year is to go through all of my socks, all of my underwear, all of my bralettes, get rid of all of the ones that are dusty, crusty, hole-filled, worn to shreds, skid row marks. We don't want to see it, we don't want to feel it, we don't want to deal with it. How excited was I when I realized my favorite brand in the entire world that makes my favorite socks also has the best underwear and the best bralettes. So if your cheeks are in the market for a little lovin', let's run through this. The no-show underwear paired with the no-show bralette. Not only are these bad boys virtually invisible underclothes, the matching set to die for. I have this forest green set. I have the same set in a sky blue situation. Hook and eye closure, the adjustable straps so you can have your tata as lifted or as lowered as you would please. These have to be my personal favorite. The super soft underwear to die for. Everything that I have ever hoped and dreamed that an underwear could or would be. This is like heaven on earth. The stretchiness, the softness, the cottony, seamless bralette. Same sort of situation. We have the adjustable straps paired with the seamless underwear for every day, just rocking around in a sweatsuit. The stretch on this thing, amazing. 10 out of 10. A 100% happiness guarantee. One item purchase equals one item donated. They've already donated over 150 million items. You heard me right. 100% happiness guarantee, which means free returns, free exchanges. Even if, I don't know, you lose a sock in the wash or your dog eats one, they will replace it for you. Whip out your little device, head to bombas.com. As always, you can use the code Morgan20 for 20% off your first order of bombas. Thank you so much to Bombas for sponsoring this video and supporting my channel. I am genuinely so excited and grateful that they wanted to continue working with me in 2026. So treat yourselves, ladies, get yourselves a delicate refresh to start off the new year. I promise you will not regret it. Oh my God, you guys. Tuesday, July 9th. I already know that me going to do this, and I'm not even doing anything technically, right? I'm just going for a consultation. I already know that that's gonna rub people the wrong way. I have been highly anticipating this day for not only the last 3 months, which is how long ago I had to schedule this appointment out. This was their first availability within the entire summer. I would say that I've been anticipating this day for the past 15 years of my life. All right, this is not a rash decision. This is not an impulse thing. This is not I woke up one day and decided that I need to manically change my life. And I know that every time I do things, people love more than anything to hit me with you're manic and crazy and bipolar and having an episode diagnosis. Goodbye. I'm really trying to get out of the headspace, whereas I feel as if everyone has to understand everything I do, and I feel as if every decision I have to make has to be widely accepted by people that I don't know in my real life. My goal for 27 going into 28 is that I want to be someone who can confidently make a decision for myself and not in the back of my head be thinking, well, what are the people of the internet gonna think? At the end of the day, I'm the person that has to live with my decisions. I'm the person that has to live in my own body. I'm the person that wants to be fulfilled in my own life, and the people that I don't know that are gonna be mean regardless, like, why do I care so much? Why do I care so much? So with that being said, I am going in for my consultation to get my itty bitty titties not so itty bitty anymore. And I know. At the end of the day, it's just a consultation. It's not like I'm laying down on the table and getting masked down today. Anyone that knows me personally would vouch for me and tell you that I've been talking about my non-existent fake tits for the past 12 years of my life. I'm talking before I even had my first job at Plato's Closet when I was 15 years old. I've been thinking about this. You know, I went into working at Plato's Closet at 15 years old being like, okay, but when can I get fake tits? You know, I've just always known deep down in my heart and soul that this is something that I wanted to do for me and for me only. And I would just like to put out a little disclaimer before I even go to this consultation, before I even have any information from an actual surgeon about what they think the best option for me and my body would be. I know that this is a completely optional thing. If I never was able to get fake tits, would I still be satisfied with who I am as a person and how I look? Yes, I would. Like, I am at a point where I'm like comfortable in myself, I'm comfortable in my body, and this is just something that I've always wanted to do. And my core belief has always been whatever anyone wants to do with their body is like never my place to judge. I would never ever tell someone what they should or should not do with their own body, because at the end of the day, you are the person that lives in your body, you are the person that lives in your brain. Only you know what is the right decision for you. Okay, so if you have judgments about what I want to do with my body, that sounds like a you problem. And at the end of the day, you know how I know that this is something that I really want? Because I know that this is something that's gonna piss people off bad. And as a girl who lives in chronic debilitating fear of what people on the internet are gonna say about me next, like it truly keeps me up at night. Like I have nightmares in the middle of the night of like hate comments that people have left for me in the past. It's something that haunts me, right? Like I make a lot of decisions in my life based on, is this going to rub people the wrong way? And the fact that I know that it is, and I'm still okay with that because I know that this is something that I've always wanted and this is something that I've worked for. My final thesis on the entire thing is, if you're mad about something that I want to do with my body and something that I've thought about for the past 10 years is one of my goals and my hopes and my desires and something that, you know, pushes me in life, sorry. I don't know what else to say other than that. I've done a lot of research in general, not just on like different boob types that you can get or different profiles or different sizes or silicone versus saline. I've done a lot of research on different plastic surgeons, you know, because the only people that I know in real life that have gotten breast implants are either friends that I had in Utah or people that I know in LA. And I decided, you know, like I could travel, I could go somewhere else, but then it's kind of a nightmare. You know, you have to travel for your consultation and you don't even know if you're gonna vibe with a doctor. Then you wasted a whole trip on a doctor that you didn't vibe with. And I know that for me, if I actually ended up going through with it, I think I would rather just be able to come home and spend the days that I'm gonna be down at home versus down in a random hotel or down in a random friend's house in a random miscellaneous state. You know, I think when you're doing research on something you want, it's really easy to only look at the positives and be like, oh my god, I saw all these girls on Love Island with their big gorgeous fake tits and I want to look like them. I want to feel that way when I look at myself in the mirror, like, oh my god, va va boom, body the house down, boots. You know, I want to feel that way. But I've also made myself very aware that things can go very, very wrong, especially when you're electively choosing to do a procedure on your own body for no reason other than vanity. Like there's a lot of risk there. It was very important to me to think about this for years and years and years and years. I talked to friends in real life that got them, hated them, got them out, explanted. I've had friends in real life that got them and they're like, oh my god, this changed my life forever, and I just feel so content with my decision. Ugh, I don't know. I'm doing exactly what I said I didn't want to do, which is over-explaining myself again. Back to the point, okay? I am going to have a consultation with Dr. And if you want the deep tea about how I found this woman, I've read countless Reddit pages, Quora pages, Facebook pages, Google searches. I have just been trying to find like real life testimonials that aren't reviews from people's websites, because I don't know, you never know if those are 100% real or if like someone from the office wrote them. So I've been trying to go a roundabout way to find out like who have people gone to in Denver that they had really good results from and they're really happy with their experience with like the entire staff and the entire procedure and the entire situation. And the name that kept popping up every time I did a little search was Miss Dr. I don't know how to say this without getting like emotional, but years ago when I first started my like workout journey and my weight loss journey, and I had a sit down conversation with myself of, Morgan, this is the time that you have to follow through because you simply cannot live like this anymore. I simply do not want to be a 24-year-old that is already suffering from health problems because I just can't get my shit together and I sit on the couch and eat triple dippers every night, you know? I really found a way to become like so dedicated to my entire little workout scheme, and I worked so hard to get from where I was to where I am now. And I always told myself in the back of my head, Morgan, if you do the work and you put in the effort, once you get down to the weight that you want to be at and you can maintain the weight that you want to be at, then you can get fake tits. That sounds vain, I know that sounds horrible, but you gotta motivate yourself in whatever way is motivating to you. And for me, I was going to the gym at 6 in the morning being like, you know what, I really want those damn fake tits and I'm gonna wake my ass up and I'm gonna go do my little HIIT workout, okay? Okay. For me, when I was at a point where I could not even look at myself in the mirror without crying because I hated the way that I looked so much because I was so unhealthy and so swollen and so inflamed and I was the highest weight that I had ever been, there is no point in me going to get a procedure and going to get fake tits when I already hate myself, you know, because that's just kind of like putting a band-aid on the whole thing. I don't even know if I want to get into this whole thing because I feel like the more that I over-explain myself, the more that I bite myself in the foot and piss people off even more. However, I knew at the time that I did not like the way that I looked to begin with, and getting a procedure was not going to change the things that I didn't like about myself. You know, I had to go to the gym, go to my little workout class 6-7 times a week and really figure out what the fuck am I eating in a day and figure out what the fuck am I doing with my life. You know, it took 2 years to get from my highest weight to the weight that I've always wanted to be at, which is a healthy weight for me. But then I was thinking, you know, this is still like a risky territory. You know, you don't just want to lose a bunch of weight and be like, okay, I look like a completely different person now I'm gonna get fake tits, right? Because I think I, at that point, had to really relearn my own body and relearn my own face and relearn the way that I look and what kind of clothes look good on me now, and like things just change. As a girl that has gained a lot of weight and as a girl that has lost a lot of weight, when you go either up or down, it's almost like you have to relearn your body. You have to relearn what kind of clothes you feel good in. You have to relearn what type of shape of clothing that you want to wear that's going to make you feel confident, you know, whether you go up or down. After going through a 2-year body transformation, I just didn't want to jump into something and say, okay, I already don't recognize myself in the mirror. I already feel as if I look like a wildly different person. I don't recognize my face. I don't know what clothes look good on me. I don't know what I feel good in. I don't know if I'm going to be fluctuating up and down like a maniac at this point in my life, you know, because I've always been whoop, bloop, 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 a big fluctuator. So I wanted to sit on it. I wanted to wait. Now that I've maintained this weight, like give or take 10 to 15 pounds, because I feel like that's a normal fluctuation. Now I feel like I know my body, I know my face, I know what look I'm going for, and I know that this is an attainable body structure for me to stay at long term. Hopefully, right? God forbid. I mean,
and so the story goes, after the first consultation, I just really wasn't feeling that confident, if you will, with who I originally saw, and I wasn't in any sort of rush. So through the course of the entire year, I went to 3 different consultations with 3 different surgeons in Denver. And it wasn't until then that I had that much information that I felt confident moving forward with anyone.
Hey, you guys! It is the 11th of November. I've made a very, very big decision. I'm about to call and I'm about to reserve my date, which is like, eek. Okay, hold on.
Thank you for calling. How may I help you?
If you had anything like the week after Christmas or like the first week in January, that would be amazing.
We could do December 30th. It's a Tuesday. We'd be able to do a 7:30 case for you.
Oh, okay. That's perfect. Let's do that.
So exciting. I love this for you.
It is so, I'm a little nervous. I'm like, oh my gosh, but I've
it's
been
gonna be so
thinking
good.
about it for so long that I'm like, oh my gosh, might as well do it in the winter. So by summer, it's like,
absolutely.
this is the time.
Oh, yeah. You'll be good to go. This is my direct line. So just text me over 1 or 2 photos of kind of what you think, what you would want your breast to look like.
Okay.
I'll go over those with Dr. and we'll get those all ordered.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right. Perfect. You're so welcome.
Have a good one. Bye. Oh my God. Christmas is gonna go crazy. You know what I want Santa to bring me? A new rack, a new set of twins. Oh my God. Well, I paid the deposit, so I can't go back. Ah! This was the first consultation that I went to that was a male doctor versus a female doctor, and just the way that he was like so confident and like his vision was aligned with my vision and there was no like I went into all of my consultations thinking that I want moderate profile, half under the muscle, silicone, and I don't know about the actual size of the implant because, you know, it's so different based on like what your body looks like. Definitely have like wide shoulders and a wide rib cage, and I'm very tall, so eek. You have to show them your titties and then they basically tell you what they think would look best on you, and he was like moderate profile, half under the muscle, silicone, round shape, and I was like, you know what, sir? We are on the same page. So I feel very confident with this man. This is in no way like a paid partnership. As you can see, I'm like fully paying for the whole thing, and eek, eek, eek. Ah, okay, I'm scared. I'm not scared. I'm very excited. It definitely gives me like something to look forward to, so And then are you ready for the real tea, Mom?
Yes, I am.
I was supposed to have my official pre-op consultation on the 19th, but I moved it to the 22nd so I could go to the wrap party and we could fly home. That I will go to on my very own merit. And then on the 30th, you're taking me at 6 a.m. to my clunk procedure.
Okay, I'm on.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You're not going to be sad or upset?
No.
You support this endeavor for
You
me?
just haven't given up, so I keep telling her not to do it, but you know what? She has to be her, right? You have to.
They're not going to be huge. They're going to be proportionate.
Okay, I understand, and I'll be okay.
And you're going to be willing to take me at 6 a.m.?
Absolutely. Yep, we're doing it. I'm supportive.
Listen, everyone, I've really planned this out because I have 2 weeks off for the entire next year, and I'm using my 2 weeks off for good because that's the only time I'll be able to do it within the next year.
Well, and it's better to do it right now.
You got to do it in the
Just get
winter
it
so
done.
you're perky
Yeah.
and propped up for the summer.
Just get it done. Perky and propped up.
I could tell you my secret that will stop you in your tracks right here now.
What is it?
Well, I've been nervous to tell you two specifically because
Why?
you both advised against.
Oh my god, you're getting boob implants?
Yeah.
What?
Morgan.
Baby ones, baby, microscopic. Listen,
It's still going under the needle.
I know, but you're not living in a format where you have one A cup and one C cup. I'm getting one to match the other.
Whoa.
What?
I've been to 3 consultations and everyone says, "Wow."
This is so much for me to handle, Morgan.
How long is
I
the
know.
recovery for that?
Well,
When are you doing this?
you see, this is a lot of questions at once. Okay.
Well, that's a pretty big bomb to drop.
Yeah.
I know, but haven't I been premeditating it for
And it's
years
elective
now?
surgery.
It is elective surgery.
And then you have
which
to
is a
do it
little
again
spooky.
in 10 years, and the risks of all of it are so fucking
And
annoying.
what if your body rejects the silicone? Because that happens to some women.
And then no
they're
matter
like-
what, you have to have them replaced, and they're gonna calcify.
And then they're like terminally ill, or thinking they're like they just have like a chronic ill. What I've seen is some women get like chronic illnesses, and they like do all these tests, can't find anything, and then are finally like, get these breast reductions out of me, and then they're better.
Yeah, it's called breast implant illness.
And knowing all this information, you still want to move forward?
Well, it's like anything in life. You only hear about the bad ones. I think more people than you think are walking around with fake titties.
I mean, we can tell.
I'm not gonna look like a Miami porn star. I'm gonna look the same, but have the mental peace of mind of knowing that I have even titties.
Well,
under
if you're
here.
just gonna look the same, why
Then
are
who
you
cares?
doing it?
I care because I have uneven titties.
Yeah, but nobody knows that.
Yeah.
I think that they would if I wore clothes that showed it.
Okay, Morgan. Now you're gonna have to pull your tits out for us. And I never
Wait
wanted.
until I'm gone.
I never wanted to have to say this to you, but I'm gonna need to see your titties. I'm gonna need to see your bare ass titties.
I can send you my pre-op photo and you'll be like, yikes.
I don't think I would be. Morgan, you're so beautiful.
Thank you.
You're like a flawlessly hot fucking woman.
well,
When is it?
December 30th.
That's my due date, you crazy bitch.
Well, no, you're.
Doesn't matter. It's about me.
Good morning. Update for the class. It is Monday, December 22nd, 8:48 a.m. I just parked. You can see this very official looking doctor's office right here. Sorry, I feel like I have chomped all over my mouth. Ew. Today is not the day, but it's a big day. This is my official pre-op consultation where, you know, they finalize everything. They do all of your measurements, take all of your, I don't know, whatever you would call it, metrics. I already signed my life away. I already signed the contract that said, OMG, this has gone wrong for 2.8% of people in the world. And I will tell you, as a person who is nervous about everything all of the time, when I think about this, you know, when I lay my little head back and I close my little eyes, I lay back and I'm thinking to myself, 8 more days and I will blossom out of my little cocoon and I will be the butterfly that I have always wanted to be. I genuinely feel like nothing but excitement at this point, which could change. I'll let you know, but oh, my phone's already unplugged. Okay, that's the update. That's what we're doing this morning. Eek. Good evening, everybody. I'm sorry that the lighting is horrible. I'm trying to go into Zen mode. It is 8:55 on December 29th, Tit Eve. Mark it as an official holiday in my universe. I have not been nervous up until this point, and all of a sudden I feel as if I'm so anxious and nervous that I could actually throw up and crawl out of my skin and crawl into a different universe. As you can see, I am all set up with my emotional support at my parents' house. My mom is gonna be taking care of me for the next few days. I have my alarm set for 4:30. We're leaving at 5:20 a.m. So I don't know how I'm going to sleep tonight because I actually feel as if my eyes are taped open right now. I'm gonna try to relax, get some sleep. My doctor called and was like, just so you know, it is very, very normal to feel very, very nervous the night before. So if you were feeling anxious and nervous and like you're gonna throw up, that's normal and you're gonna be fine. I wasn't nervous until I just took a shower and like deep cleansed, and I got my hair extensions out today so I don't have to deal with them for the next few weeks. Like, I'm trying to do a full factory life reset. Like, this is my 2 weeks that I have to rest, and best believe my ass will be resting. Yeah, I wasn't nervous though until I was in the shower and I was looking at myself and I was like, oh my dear God, this is the last time that I will ever see this body as I know it. This body that has gotten me through 28 years of my life. Exciting, nervous, could actually puke, but I feel okay. We're gonna be okay. I'm gonna send a nice little prayer. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to zen. I'm gonna watch Stranger Things, try to fall asleep. I will see you bright and early at 4:30. Bartholomew Bear and I say goodnight. You didn't even come to see me once last night, Chachi. Thought it was 19 minutes away, but it's actually 35. So now we're running a bit late.
Dad was gonna walk up there with us, so.
Make sure there's no burglars.
Yep, got
The
this.
cats are gonna stay here with Dad.
Good morning, dear.
He's running away. We scared him.
It's not the buck, right?
We better hope not.
Wow, it's really early, Morgan.
I know, it really is. She's got her hokas on. Christmas haul.
Can't believe you're doing this. If it brings you joy, then I want you to do it, right?
Right. That's the spirit.
And then I thought we were only going to DTC, which that makes me happy. And then it's like, surprise!
Well, I also thought that. So we got 2 different maps, but I'm going with the one that they gave me that they printed. So hopefully we're going to the right place. Wow, we're going to the big city.
Yeah, we are.
We're getting the 5:30 a.m. light show.
We're doing this.
We made it. Thank you, driver.
Oh my gosh, Morgan, we made it.
Oh my gosh. I saw there's an Einstein, bro. I feel like we're on a hospital set.
Center.
Update for all the people. We went to the wrong place. Not by our fault. They gave us a printout and then we got there and I was like, my name's Morgan, I'm here to get my boobs. And she was like, your doctor's not here, girls, so good luck.
That was pretty crazy.
And then we called and we're going somewhere else. We've been on a tour of all of Denver this morning. 30 minutes later, second location.
You ready, Morgan? You're ready.
At least they have comfy chairs for you out here.
Yeah, it is nice out here.
Do you want to tell them or should I tell them? Well, 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 we meet again. Here I am, fresh off of the operating room table, and you might be wondering, Morgan, show us the new ladies, show us the new tatas, the new sheriffs in town. I'm in so much shock right now that I actually cannot even believe the words that are about to come out of my mouth. I, yet again, got finessed, railed upside down, inside out, by yet another man who I trusted with my financial state.
Look at you, stupid. You're dumb.
I don't even know. I don't even know where to start, dude. Like, perhaps I should take a breath. Maybe I'm the biggest idiot in the entire world. Like, I'm starting to wonder if the problem is me, that I just have so much trust and faith in humanity that every single person that walks into my life, I look at them as though, how could they? When red flags are being thrown at my face, I simply cannot grasp that somebody could possibly not have good intentions, right? Like, I just simply cannot believe how many times I've been in these types of situations. I have no other choice but to believe that it is simply me, that I am the fucking problem. That you would think after so many times that I have purchased tickets to the hypothetical rodeo, I would know which fucking horse to bet on, and I still don't. I still don't. While it's still fresh on the top of my brain, I sure did. I went into my surgery this morning. I went into the operating room. I had my little gown on. I had my little cheeks out. I had my compression socks on. I had a hairnet on. I had taken a pee sample. I had my IV in my arm. The good juices were flowing right through me. I was feeling hot and steady and ready. Oh my God, I'm gonna fall asleep for 2 hours. I'm gonna wake up with my dreams coming to fruition. And you know what the sickest part about this entire thing is? You know what I'm really punching myself in the face for? Like, trust and believe, me getting to a point where I could tell the internet that I wanted fake tits took every little bit of courage that could be built up in this 185-pound body. It took every little piece of courage that I had, and oh my God, now I am shooting myself in the foot because I should have just kept my mouth shut, because of course, here I am, coming to you live, still tittyless,
on a Tuesday. Like, Cookie, act like a lady. I'm so sorry. I feel like Cookie has been licking her coochie in the background of this entire thing, and we are ladies in this house, I promise you. In the sake of just having a really good little sit down story time of what the fuck just happened, I'm going to conceal every amount of rage and pure shock and pure confusion that I feel in the morning and just tell you A to Z what happened. If we go back to last night, my surgeon, who, just for the record, came to me, highly recommended, and I had many testimonials, and I had seen many reviews of people who have had a grand, wonderful, great experience with him. So was the problem just me? I don't know. I was so unbelievably confident that, okay, after so many consultations and so many years of research, this is the person that I trust. This is the person that I believe in. I have 100% faith that I'm going to walk out of this room with the impact that I am looking for, right? We get to Tit Eve. Plastics man calls me and my mom is there listening with me, and we're basically just going over everything, you know, like, Morgan, you can keep eating up until 8 or 9, make sure you eat dinner tonight so you're not starving in the morning. And I said, hey doctor, I take Zoloft obviously every morning. Should I take that before my surgery? Should I take that after my surgery? When should I stop drinking? I've never gone under anesthesia before. I have so many questions. I am so concerned. Are you sure that I can eat dinner? Are you sure that I can take my Zoloft in the morning? Are you sure that I can keep drinking until 3 a.m.? And he's like, yeah, hell yeah, girl, you're totally fine. You have a metabolism, you're young, you're healthy, eat as much dinner as you want, drink as much as you want, take that Zolioli in the morning so you don't show up to us an anxious, nervous wreck. Do whatever the hell you want, you're gonna be fine. Then we get to the grand holiday. I wake up, I'm thinking, this is wonderful, this is amazing, this is gonna be one of the best days of my life. RIP to my boobies as I know them. Mom, this is gonna be effing awesome, strap in. We get sent by a printed out QR code that had written in ginormous, thick ass Sharpie, Morgan, go here, be here by 6 a.m. If you're too dumb to follow these directions, here's a QR code that will take you directly to the map. When I followed those instructions, we get to the wrong place. How humiliating was it to walk up to the front desk lady and be like, hey girl, I'm here, titty me up. And she's like, hey girl, you were scheduled and then your surgeon called, canceled this surgery, and I believe that you are at a different surgery center now. Oh my God, it is 6 a.m. I'm here with my tail between my legs. The office is closed. I have nobody to call. I call Dr. frickin' McStupid's assistant, which she was wonderful. I want to put the most emphasis ever on this is not an attack at anybody that works at this office other than Dr. frickin' McDundum. There was no woman here that was at fault in any way, shape, or form. So I call his assistant, who is lovely. How did she answer my call at 6 a.m.? I don't know. And I say, hey girl, I am here. They are telling me that Dr. McDummy isn't working today. What do I do? And she's like, OMG, we've sent you to the wrong place. Here's a new map. Go to this place that's now 30 minutes away. You're gonna be 45 minutes late and they're probably gonna be really annoyed at that, but we're gonna call, we're gonna get it figured out. All right. So my mom, my little innocent G-rated mom, who is horrified by all of this topic in general, is hauling ass down I-25, and she's like, Morgan, I know that you want this. I know that you've been fighting for this. We're gonna get you there, girl. Hold the fuck on, strap in. We're gonna get you there. I get to the surgery center. I bid farewell to my mom. You know, I'm signing my life away. They make you sign all of these papers that are like, do you have a will intact or do you not? Are you sure that you want to sign your life away right now? Like, if you die, whoopsie, oh well, we don't know what to tell you at that point, but we won't tell you anything because you'll be dead. We're all amped up. Anxiety level 10. The nurse comes. I could cry literally thinking about how much I wanted to tell this woman, I love you and I would kiss you on the cheek right now, because she was so kind, so warm, so welcoming. Oh my God, it killed me. It almost killed me thinking, oh my God, these highly educated, brilliant, kind-hearted, beautiful individuals are here with me at 6 a.m. so I can get fake titties. Like, oh my God, what am I doing here? These ladies made me feel as if I was genuine royalty laying down on this horror bed. You know, they're getting me undressed and they're putting my hair up and they're helping me put my compression socks on and they're taking my vitals and they're taking my pee sample and they're doing all the things. Finally, angel nurse number 3 walks up, sticks the IV in my arm. I'm finally feeling as cool as a cucumber, like, hell yeah, hell yeah. I've never had an IV before and now I know why people rave about this shit, because I'm feeling calm, I'm feeling cool, I'm feeling collected. I'm feeling as if there has never been a day of agony or stress or anxiety ever once in my life. That shit rocks. Good. They're asking me all these questions, you know, la 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 la. How tall are you? How much do you weigh? Da 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 da. Is there any chance you could be pregnant? And I'm like, no, no, lady. There's no chance that I could be pregnant unless you know someone that wants to impregnate me right now. There's no chance that I could get pregnant. We're having a good time. We're laughing. And then nurse number 2, who has the official clipboard, is looking at me a little more serious, and she says, okay, just to verify for the anesthesiologist, you have been on clear liquids for 18 hours, correct? And I'm like, wait a second, what are you talking about? And she's like, wait a second, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I got directions from my surgeon that I could eat dinner last night and take my Zoloft this morning. And she's like, no girl, who told you that? Because we tried to call your surgeon to tell him that you have to be on clear liquids for 18 hours. And then we're looking at each other like, uh-oh. And she's like, yeah, we're operating by your chest. There's a huge risk that when we're operating on your chest, the way that your body contracts and reacts, food could come up your esophagus and choke you, and you could suffocate, or liquid could get into your lungs. You could get a pneumonia. Like, we really don't like to operate on people without 18 hours clear liquid. So now I'm really looking at her like, uh-oh, and she's really looking at me like, uh-oh. She says, 1 second. She brings in the real anesthesiologist, who, when I tell you guys, this was the most beautiful woman that I have ever seen in my entire life. Just glass skin, sparkling eyes, beautiful eyelashes, beautiful eyebrows. She comes in with a little kitty cat surgery cap. And keep in mind, everybody is already a little bit frantic. Everybody is a little bit pressed for time. Everybody is a little bit in a rush because Dr. McDummy sent me 45 minutes away to the wrong place, which made everyone an hour behind schedule for their entire day, right? Everybody is already annoyed. To begin with, I can feel a storm brewing, right? I can feel the tensions are starting to rise. Things are starting to get heated. We are about to have a heated rivalry right here, right now. At this point, all of the nurses and the anesthesiologist lady, they have caught up to the fact that it was not my fault that I went to the wrong place. So they're all on my side. I have won these ladies over. She comes up to me and she's like, I am gonna be so honest with you. I just had a conversation with Dr. McDummy and I really don't feel good about this entire thing. She kind of, in the nicest, most professional way that she possibly can, is telling me, hey girl, we have been trying to get in contact with this man to give him the proper instructions to give you, because our priority here is to keep you alive and keep you safe. You know, this man, he wants to give you your titties, he wants to take your money, we want to keep you here and we want to make sure that you walk out feeling good. I don't want you to get water in your lungs. I don't want you to get food in your lungs. I don't want you to get sick. God forbid you choke. In this moment, I am looking into her eyes like, oh my God, are you my earth angel that is coming to save me? Is the reason that we got sent to the wrong place so you could come in and tell me, hey girl, I really don't think that you should let this man operate on your body. What she said that will stay with me forever and ever more is that he is going to make you feel as though you do not have a choice, and I am here to advocate for you and tell you that you absolutely do. You do not have to do this today. I'm floored. My jaw is on the floor. I am absolutely floored, and I have learned one thing in this lifetime: is somebody is printing you out a free getaway ticket, you get on the damn getaway train and you get the fuck out of there. You don't have to tell me twice. So Mr. Plastics comes barreling out of his little room. At this point, he doesn't care if I live or die, right? He already has my money and he's gonna get to keep it either way. He is telling this anesthesiologist,
we're doing the surgery. We are doing it today. She's already paid. She's already here. She already has the IV in her arm. I don't care that we're 45 minutes late. We are doing this. This is my operating room.
You know, like, here I am, flat chested in the operating room, and me and the nurses are kind of like trying to listen to the drama behind the very thin curtain. They're holding my hands. They're telling me, you know, you're so beautiful, and like, we really think that you would make the right decision if you leave today. Like, we trust this lady with our life. She is the bomb.com. Anesthesiologist drops the bar of a lifetime on this man. She looks him dead in the eyes. She says that this is my operating room, and the difference between you and me is you want to make money off of this girl, and I want to make sure that she walks out of here safe. What is Mr. Plastic's next move, you may ask? It was not to apologize to me and the staff that he made everyone an hour late. It was not to apologize to me or the staff that he sent me the wrong pre-op instructions. It was not to come and say, hey Morgan, I am so sorry. We're gonna get you. We're gonna make this right. Instead, he chooses to use his medical degree for evil. Has a proper grown man toddler tantrum, as one would, in front of the entire operating room. Storms out, is never to be seen again. Do you think I'm ever gonna hear from this man? I don't. I really don't. Oh, And just to clarify, side piece of information, plastic surgeon is not associated with any of the nurses or the anesthesiologist or anyone at the hospital. Basically, he books out the operating room. So they work for the hospital, he works for him, and they're kind of like collaborating, you know? So they have no loyalty to him. They have no tie to him. They are their own people. Do I hear anything from the man that I spat my buckets of money at? No. The anesthesiologist, who has no loyalty to me whatsoever, right? Other than the fact that she was about to put me under, is the one that comes back into my curtain and she says to me, you know, Morgan, like, I really think that you were making the right decision. I would never be able to live with myself if I told you that I thought it was a good idea that you had this surgery today. I want you to be safe. I want you to have good results. I don't think you should let this man operate on your body, number one. Number two, you would probably be fine. I don't like the odds of probably. What does this lady do? After saving my ass the first time, she's about to save my ass again. She writes me a grand official little letter that basically says surgery is not happening due to anesthesiologist Queen denying the case due to incompliance on the surgeon's part, not at any fault to the patient. She signs it. She goes back to wherever Mr. Plastics is having his grown baby tantrum. He makes him sign it. When I tell you, I am like a firm believer of like divine timing, and I in my heart of hearts believe that we got sent to the wrong ass place so that I would be redirected to this lady who was going to advocate for me and be my spokesperson and get me the hell out of there. When she saw a red flag, we all know when I see a red flag, I go colorblind. I put my blackout shades on. I don't know what the fuck's going on. She saw the red flags waving. Not only did she save my ass, she said, sister, I don't like the feeling that I'm getting from all of this. We're gonna get you the hell out of here. Go home, get your money back. Don't do this. I was really trying to make this a long story short, but now we're here, long story longer. Know that this sounds crazy, and I know that I'm the person that sounds cuckoo bananas when I say this. I genuinely, in my heart of hearts, believe that in some way, shape, or form, she saved me from something bad. I don't know if I would have just gotten really botched and looked really funky for the rest of my life. I don't know if something horrific would have happened. I would have choked. I don't know if God looked down on me and said, Morgan, we have given you a wonderful, amazing platform, and there are so many people looking at you. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. I don't know. And I'm okay with not knowing what would have happened. I don't know what to do now. I really want to find out who this woman is, call the office and be like, is it an invasion of privacy if I send this lady a handwritten card and flowers? Because oh my God, that was my guardian angel. You cannot convince me otherwise. Like, yes, there are bad people in the world. Yes, there are people who simply make mistakes. But this lady single-handedly restored all of my faith that there are people in this world that are so good and use like their brilliance and their gifts for nothing but good. Let's just rapid fire the conclusion. Number one, I met my guardian angel, undoubtedly. Number two, I'm still flat-chested as ever. Number three, Dr. McStupid is gonna give me my money back because this lady gave me a get out of jail free card. Number four, will I take this as my sign that it is just not my time to do this? Yes. So here I am, tittyless on a Tuesday, but forever grateful for whoever that lady was. And you know the darndest thing, the people in my life who I love and appreciate so much still want to be associated me, even when I'm here, tittyless. I need a very long nap, I'll tell you that much. Love you guys. Wow, we have been derailed.
Well, when trauma happens, you just have to go out and fill your belly.
Well, everyone,
This is what you do when you have to emotionally cope with not getting your fake biddies. We're at Home Goods, we're at TJ Maxx, we're shopping. I'm like, can I have a full refund and can you send it to TJ Maxx? Like, I don't know about this anymore. We're continuing our retail therapy drive.
You might as well, right?
We have nothing to do. I was supposed to be drugged up and laying on my pillow wedge right now, so we're free.
We want to go to sleep. We've been awake for a really long time with no big results.
Typically, I save this type of endeavor for a Friday night. However, there's only one way that you can possibly cope with not getting your fake booties that you've been dreaming about for 10 years. Ice cream!
It was a weird morning, wasn't it?